Okay, now let's move to next question set 71 to 75. Question 71 says, why should the outline vision statement provide a clear link to organization business strategy? Option A, connect implementation of P3O to an organization success. B, justify the investment in the P3O model. That is, I believe, that done by business case, not within statement. Document the process that will used in the operate a P3O model. That is your blueprint when you document the processes. Okay, determine the governance applied to the P3O implementation program. That is your organization structure, that a part of your blueprint again. So I believe A seems to be a more correct answer. Connect the implementation of the P3O to an organization success, that link to an organization business strategy. Let's explore. Yes, that seems to be the correct answer. A clear link to a business strategy will be how the changes will contribute to an organization objective. That's the correct answer. Question number 72. Which statement applies stakeholder in set of a temporary program office and their needs? First, stakeholder are the people or a group whose interests get impacted by project or program or a portfolio. So here they specifically ask of the program. So in the program, let's discuss our only form of other offices within the P3O. The needs not analyzed are the same stakeholder from setting up the P3O permanent office. Permanent office is not related to the program office because uh, uh, it's a program office, a temporary office. The needs not analyzed is again not seems to be the P3O program office, and P3O office only office others. Okay, specifically include those involved in delivering the program. It seems to be correct, like program office and delivery of involved in the program. That D seems to be the correct answer. Yes, that is the correct answer. Stakeholder from the temporary program office include the program board and program teams. Question number 73. What question does business change value aspects of a business governance address? When there is a value, I ask you to focus on the keywords like benefits. So are we getting the business benefits is related to the question of business change value. Are we doing the right thing? It's a question of strategy. This is your value question. Are we getting the things done well? That is your delivery question. And are we getting things the right way? Getting things the right way, that is your design question. Business change design, business change delivery, business change value, business change strategy. So that is the four things to govern the P3O. And if you ask the what would be the business change strategy, you ask the question, are we doing the right thing? The answer is your business change strategy. Are we getting the business benefit? That question you ask with business change value. And are we getting the things done well? That is your delivery question, business change delivery. Are we getting the things right way? That is your design question. So that is the correct answer. Which is the common barrier to overcome the agreeing mandate for a P3O? Option A, agreeing the funding of the P3O model. Yeah, it seems to be an barrier. Agreeing the measure of to be used, prioritize the portfolio, document process via business process and carrying the P3O. So all three below mentioned seems to be required factor, but this seems to be funding model, how to invest, what to invest, and convince the management to release the funding for the P3O. That is the barrier. Seems to, yeah, that is correct answer. Which information should be business case for a P3O model? So roles of the staff, process to be implemented by a P3O, reason why any form of P3O model is needed. That is the business case. Why? Because this particular chapter, why we need to invest, that is the document, business case, that give you the justification and rationale behind investing in the P3O. So that is the correct answer. Appointment of the P3O, that again, that is not the business case, that is the question of your blueprint, the organization structure. So role of the staff working in the P3O, processes for implementing. So it's all our blueprint. So there are two documents, blueprint, So A, B, and D are part of your blueprint, what we call POTI, processes, organization, technology, and information. Why question is answered by your business quiz. So I believe B seems to be the correct answer. No, it is not the correct answer. Reason why we invest in the P3O. Yes, that is the correct answer. Sorry, I just mistake. Instead of B, C is the correct answer. Reason why form of things is required. That is the correct answer. This is process that is part of your blueprint. So A, B, and D are part of your blueprint, and C is why question. That is your business case. Okay. Thank you.